so crazy. Like Iron Man.
Alright, we can do this. That should put me up high enough to get above the smoke.
I just full sent my drone into one of those cliffs while recording sunrise. And so here I go, recording on the action camera. I was about level with the cliff on the other side of this valley, backing up full speed coming off the cliff to reveal the campsite. Obviously, I didn't gauge the height of these ones. Started to let off the throttle, saw the obstacle warnings come up, and I immediately tried to reverse, but that's right the second it hit, and it was such a loud crack. I don't know where it is. I feel like I'm level with the other side now, so this is gonna put me above it. There it is. I see it. Could totally get to that. I'm really hoping I let off the throttle and reversed just in time. Oh, this is like a body at a crime scene. Oh, it's totally good. Look at that, all four props intact. Arms are good. How you doing, camera? Looking good? All right. Now how do I get down? From here. Just like that, we are done at Red Wall, Wyoming.
Hey, poop. Maybe a cow won't poop here.
Where's that little smile? All right, we are in Jackson, Wyoming. We got there, decided to go ahead and get a room. The air quality index in the park is pretty nasty, so this gets us out of the wildfire smoke. This is gonna give us a nice refreshing reset. We feel a little bit bad being in such an epic place and not being out camping in it. However, having the girls in a room allows me to take the car anywhere I want for sunrise or sunset for that matter, without having to worry about packing everything up. So we're gonna head out into the park right now. We might miss sunset proper, but we should get something cool no matter what. This wildfire smoke might set us up for something epic, but...
Mommy said we'll go on a little walk to the mountains.
yeah, this is one of my favorite Batman gadgets in case we miss sunset while driving out there. Since it is on Hannah's side of the car, can you help Daddy? Can you point the camera? All we have to do is put that right there, and then boom, we can record sunset while we drive. Good job.
How did it?
Thank you.
How does it do that?
That's my Batman gadget.
Does it stick? How do you get it off?
It's magnets, so they stick on. Remember the magnet toys you were playing with in Nebraska?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so these are magnets, they stick to metal. I think they destroy the car because little metallic rocks and sand get stuck here, and I stick it on and it scratches it up.
And then we should take it off because I don't want car scratch.
Oh, I do, if it means I get a cool shot. Cool, so are we.
We're here to walk.
Welcome to the Swashbucklers Landing. We were here in our first video. You can go back and compare it with and without wildfire smoke. Now, this is where I shot the moose. This is one of, if not the main reflection shot of the Grand Tetons that you'll see out there. Super cool with all this smoke, but the sun is setting quick, so we gotta get out there. The divine architect absolutely knocking it out of the park. I thought last time our visit here it couldn't get any better. This is just, I'm so glad I got to be out here with the camera to show you guys that. Wildfire smoke sunset, mallard family, and a mama and baby moose. Here in the reflection, dude. I don't want AI anymore. I want whatever that was.
Yeah, seriously. How crazy is that? A mama moose and her calf and an incredible sunset all at the same time.
Crazy. My eyes are burning because of the wildfire smoke out here. It also could be because of lack of sleep. But this is, I might as well be in the fire. This is the most thick wildfire smoke I've ever been in. I don't even know if there's going to be a view of the mountains. I'm at the barns at Mormon Row, and I cannot see the mountains yet. Man, I am so relieved we did not camp last night. The valley is just absolutely full of smoke. I've got a couple options now. I could stick it out here at the barns and hope for something super unique. A barn shot where you can only see the peaks of the range and everything else is covered in smoke. It smells like I'm standing in a fire. Another option is I head out of the park to the east, up the mountain on the other side of the valley, and put the drone up and see if I can get above the smoke. Heading out east would take me into national forest where I can fly the drone outside of the national park. That's a pretty tempting move to make because that would be something unique for you guys to see. These barns have been shot a million times, but the wildfire smoke could also make it pretty cool here, so I don't know. I'm gonna check the map and see. I could go down to Swashbuckler Landing where we were at last night, because that's closer to the range. I could also drive all the way out to the ranch with that wood fence and gamble on there being horses or bison to shoot at sunrise. So many play options, I don't know what to do. I might go shoot a long exposure photo here and see if the mountains show up in it, and then check the map and go from there. It's like something out of a scary movie with this much smoke. Okay, well, here's barn number 1. I can't see the mountains at all. Alright, you guys are gonna get to see something new. I'm going to leave the park to the east, get up as high as I can in the mountains on the opposite side of the valley, and put the drone up and see if I can get above this smoke. I have no idea if that's a possibility. I don't know how high this smoke goes, but why not try something different? This could totally be the wrong move, but it also could be crazy cool. officially out of Teton National Park and now in the National Forest. I have a feeling I will not be able to get above this smoke. All right, here goes nothing. We can do this, we can do this, we can do this. We can totally do this. I just have to mob my way up Shadow Mountain as fast as possible here and then launch the drone. That should put me up high enough to get above the smoke. Dude, this is gonna be so sweet if it works. We gotta go. We gotta go up Shadow Mountain as high as we can get. This road is gnarly. It's gonna get rough. Up we go, as high as we can get. Oh! Just trying to study the topography here and see which of these roads is gonna take me up in altitude the fastest. Shadow Mountain is over 8,000 feet high. I did not go all the way up. I lost my joystick in the car. Okay, here goes nothing. I'm trying from right here because at this point the road starts to cut away from the valley and head even further up into the National Forest this way. It totally worked. There they are. All right, well, I've always wanted to do that. Leave the national park to the east so I can fly the drone, but I'm never bold enough to leave the iconic spots for sunset or sunrise. That turned out pretty cool. And I have to be back in time to throw all of our stuff out of our room onto the street before 11 a.m. Here is the smoke in the valley. And there are the Grand Tetons. Yeah, baby. All right, I've made it back down to the highway and I didn't miss anything because there is nothing here. All right, we are out of here, back on the road. We're having a little picnic here in Jackson. We might actually leave. I was planning on staying another day here, maybe do some night photography, but I don't really want to keep everyone around in this much smoke.
Think we're going somewhere. We're onto something good here. Out of mind, out of state. Trying to keep my head on straight. I think we're going somewhere. We're onto something good here. There's only
all right, a decision has been reached. Instead of exiting right here west from Jackson, we're gonna head back north, back by the whole Teton Range again, and drive through Yellowstone into Montana, through Butte, Coeur d'Alene, Spokane into Washington. It's actually been a long time since we've done Yellowstone. I avoid it because A, it's a national park, so you know, no drone or anything fun like that. And then also it's all just so spread out. The points of interest in Yellowstone are so spread out compared to the Grand Tetons where there's epic location after epic location all packed together. Anyways, let's go check it out. It's been years since I've been through Yellowstone. Maybe this trip through will change my mind.
My worries all behind. My problems fell out of the back of my mind. We're going in, I'm never knowing where we're going. To go back where I was would just be wrong. I'm pressing on, pressing on. All my distress is going, gone. Pressing on. And I won't sit back and take this anymore, 'cause I'm done with that. I've got one foot out the door, and to go back where I was would just be wrong. I'm pressing on. 'Cause somewhere back there, I left my worries all behind. My problems fell out of the back of my mind. We're going in, I'm never knowing where I'm going. To go back where I was would just be wrong. I'm pressing on. All my distress is going down. Pressing on. And I won't sit back. Take this anymore.
Yes, we did it. We arrived at a campsite before the sun went down. Anything I need to know?
Yeah, your poo's got to be buried at least 8 inches underground.
That's my specialty. We basically skipped over all of Yellowstone. I mean, what you guys saw, which was nothing, was basically what we saw.
Oh no, you saw Old Faithful go off over the trees after we had given up waiting on Old Faithful to go off.
Yellowstone just is not my vibe with all the tourists and traffic, and I think Affinity would love the geysers, so we'll take some time in Yellowstone eventually. Just not today. Where do you want this? Where'd you find that one?
I'll show you. Bark! Well, I got cracked some of this bark in a pile and put it in it. Bark. Crack the bark or put it everywhere in the pile. Dad, I put bark on the other side. I'm gonna go get some rocks.
Right. Man, she really likes the bark.
I'm getting bark from over here. Little tiny pieces. Dad, I put some bark in. Do you need bark? Is this good to fin the fire?
No more bark. Only like...
What are they doing over here, Brielle? They're making a little fire. Look at it go.
Now that we put all the moss and now it's turned
like the
warm.
fire, Brielle? It's
Mom,
so pretty.
Mom, moss makes it turn warmer. But when it does bark, it does cold fire.
Oh.
So we have to put it out when we're done with it, right?
When we go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the morning time, can we have another fire on it?
Sure.
Yeah! Big guy, come in. The store's ready. We have roast beef and pasta. No one wants to be broken by rocks. No one wants to break rocks or anything. No one likes to break rocks until I am here. Through the dark, through the nose, through where no one's been before, and it feels like home.
I don't care if they call me crazy.
Da 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 da
We
da
can
da.
live in a world that we design.
Night I lie in bed, the brightest color
Welcome back. It is 9:15 in the morning, and we saw in the forecast last night that it was going to take a while to warm up here. So we made the decision to just pack up as quick as possible in the morning and hit the road. We made pretty good time. We got up at 8 a.m. and here we are loaded up. And we're out of here.
Look at this car, Affinity.
This is where we would have made the turn to go to our other campsite, which was up in the smoke. I'm glad we did not. Check out this Crosstrek. Oh, I swear I've seen this one. I totally have seen this one in a group. Dude, this is crazy.
What?
I literally commented on this guy's Crosstrek like 3 days ago. It's a Stark Industries like Iron Man build. Dude, this is so crazy. He just posted a progress photo and I left the comment because we have the same lights. And then we're driving through this random town and I'm like, oh, let's stop for breakfast, park next to that Crosstrek. And it turns out, it's the Stark Industries one. I actually cannot believe I've commented on like 3 Crosstrek posts total. And here's one of them. While I was just in the gas station grabbing some stuff, Hannah said the owner of that Stark Industries Crosstrek pulled up and talked to her and said we should meet him down the road for some photos. So we're gonna go do that. It's so cool. All right, it's good meeting you. Yeah, thank you. I'll explain where we're at, but first I want to recap the conversation we had with those Crosstrek owners. They bought their Crosstrek around the same time as us with the goal of building it out and showing people you don't need a big expensive rig to go off on adventures. They were on a 2-week father-son camping trip all the way up to Glacier National Park. It was so fun talking about our rigs with them. They expressed all the same opinions we had on this thing, which is that there is no other vehicle as adventure capable as this for the price that you can get a Crosstrek brand new. And it's just such a unique setup. There's nothing else like this. That's the hardest part for me looking at upgrading to something bigger, is this thing is just so much fun the way it's set up. And theirs was even cooler looking because he custom fabricated his front bumper and all of that. They had the same experience we had, which is in places like Jackson Hole and stuff. We'll be fueling up next to $100,000 Jeep Gladiator rigs and people will still come over to us just because of how different this is. And they said the same thing. People are pulling off beside the road to talk to them. Anyway, just the best time ever meeting them and getting to talk for a little while. Hopefully we get to cross paths with them again sometime. I don't have any other footage from the trip because Affinity kind of relapsed and developed a fever. We could just tell she was exhausted. So we just got back to Washington as quick as we could, put her into bed and kept her there as she recovered. Overall, we just had the best experience camping. The last day we left our hotel room and Affinity was begging to go camping again. So we're all super excited to get out. Don't Know Let's Go commented on one of our earlier videos and said, by the way, don't burn yourself out, family first always. That's what this has been, taking a break to make sure Affinity is fully recovered. I got some modifications to do here. I burnt out both the thermal fuses in our 2 12-volt plugs in the car. This is not a knock on Subaru, but how our 12-volt cigarette plugs, the one piece of tech we have decided to just perpetuate for a millennia. I do not understand that. Anyways, we'll be back on the road soon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.